Hello everybody, Stephen Evans here with Evans Wealth Planning, and today we're going to do part 2 of our year-end financial planning segment. And it is so good to review your stuff every year, and if you don't work with a financial advisor, you need to be doing it every year. If you are, we should be meeting every year to kind of go over your stuff. But there's some things that you need to do at the end of the year or look at to make sure that you're accomplishing your goals and taking care of your business. So number 6, which we did 1 through 5 in our previous video. So number 6 is going to be, you want to look at tax loss harvesting. So we have a bunch of clients who have portfolios that are, not in retirement accounts, because you really don't need to do this in retirement accounts because they are tax efficient. So what tax loss harvesting is, let's say you made a bunch of capital gains this year, you sold some stock. I've got a bunch of clients, we sold a bunch of stock this year and we've got some capital gains. So they have capital gains in the amount of, let's say it's $50,000 in capital gains. So what tax loss harvesting is doing is you're looking at your portfolio and seeing if you have any investments that have losses. So you'll go in and look and say, okay, we've got some losses. So in this example, we had $50,000, but we have $20,000 in losses in some of our holdings. So what tax loss harvesting does is you sell those $20,000 worth of losses, and that helps reduce your capital gains. So instead of having $50,000 in capital gains, you only have $30,000 in capital gains. So that loss helps offset the gain. And then what you do is you buy a not exact stock, because there's a thing called the wash rule, and you have to wait 30 days after you sell a stock to get back into the same stock to actually capture that tax loss. If you were to buy the exact same stock the next day, you would completely lose that tax loss. Number 7 is going to be, you need to review your goals. So you need to review your financial goals and see if anything's changed. I've had clients who their whole entire plan changed. Like one of them, they were both going to work, they weren't going to have any kids, and then the next thing I know, they're pregnant and the other one's not working anymore. Or they're going to move to a different place. Like, your plans and your stuff change. That's why I always say, I made a video about it that talks about the difference between financial plan and financial planning. Planning is doing it year after year after year because your life changes, your goals change, and it's good to review your goals. And it's also good to track those goals and see if you are actually on track to reach them. The next one is you want to contribute to your retirement accounts. So if you've got extra money and you haven't fully funded your retirement accounts and you've got extra money, it's a good time to contribute to those. So you want to make sure that you've gone through and looked at all your retirement accounts and that you've completely maximized those accounts for the year with the money you have available to do that. So that's a great thing to do, is just review your 401k and your IRAs and just see if you've fully maxed those out or not. Number 9 is charitable giving. So one way to help reduce your taxes and, in the giving spirit at the end of the year in December, it's good to think about charitable giving. So if you have a favorite charity that you've always loved, or whatever you support, it's a good time to give your money to those people because that offers a tax deduction. So if you want to give a couple $1,000s to your charity that helps reduce your taxable income, it's a wonderful thing. Well, there's also a thing called the QCD, and we're going to shoot a video just about this in the future. But what that does, in the simple form, is it allows you to take your RMD, not give it to yourself. You take your RMD and you give it directly to a charity, which means that you give it to the charity and then you are not taxed on that RMD. Simple version. We're going to do a video about it, but it is a great way to give your retirement income money, your RMD, required minimum distribution, to a charity if you don't need that, because you have to take those RMDs out, and if you don't need the money, there's a great way to support a charity. And number 10, well, if you have leftover money and you've done a great job, have some fun. Spend some money on yourself. It's Christmas time. Buy your kids some extra toys. If you did good in your financial plan and you have extra money and you don't need that money to reach your goals, well, go have fun. Spend it. If you have a whole bunch of money and there's enough left over, go take a trip. But you need to live life too. Like, one of the things I see with some of my clients is they're so gung-ho focused on retiring that they're not living life. Like, you could seriously die tomorrow. Like, you could get hit by a train. I mean, most likely not a train, probably a car. Who knows what's going to happen. But bad things could happen to you, and you could have spent your whole time not living your life. So there is a balance between retirement planning and saving money and, living life. You want to make sure that you balance those out because you may not be here tomorrow. So enjoy life now as well, but do it responsibly. And that's what financial planning is it's looking at your stuff and building a plan to get there so you know that we are prepared for the future and we're going to make it. And if any obstacles happen, my children are taken care of. That's why we have risk management. That's why we have all these different things that we do. So if something bad does happen in your financial plan, you're covered. It's protected. But make sure you go out there and live life. It's a huge thing. I'm a big proponent of it. I love taking my boys camping. I try to get out as much as I can because life is short. It goes by so fast, and the older you get, the faster it goes by. So let's do a little recap and talk about the last 5 in section 2 of this video. So number 6 was you want to look into tax loss harvesting, which is selling your losers to help offset your capital gains. Number 2 is you want to review number 7, which is 2, is you want to review your goals. So you want to see how you were with your goals. Have your goals changed? Are you on track to reach them? Number 8 is you want to contribute to your retirement accounts. So if you haven't fully funded your retirement accounts, you want to contribute to them. And number 9 is charitable deductions or donations. You want to give to any charities that you can. You also want to look at the QCD if you want to use your IRAs, RMDs to give to charity. Great solution. Shoot a video in that in the future. And number 10, have some fun. Life's short. Make sure you enjoy some of this money. You're working so hard to save and invest. And, enjoy your family and friends because that's what life's about. I hope this video was a good one, and I will talk to you guys in the future.